I want to thank my friends at Baldwin and Shell for hosting us here today, here in Little Rock. This is an example of the American Free Enterprise System at work, a company that was founded in 1946. It's creating jobs here in the American Free Enterprise System. We're proud that they're U.S. Chamber members, and I appreciate everybody making the time on this beautiful Thursday to be part of this event. Tom, it's always great to see you and be able to spend some time. For 102 years, the Chamber of Commerce of the United States has represented the interests of tens of millions of American businesses of all sizes in every state across America and right here in Arkansas. And unfortunately, over the course of the last 6 or 7 years, our members have faced an unprecedented threat from Washington, D.C., particularly from the United States Senate. It started in the light of day in the halls of Congress with bills like Obamacare and cap and trade and card check and a massive overregulation of America's financial markets. And over the course of the last several years, it's taken shape in the regulatory arena with an alphabet soup of government agencies who are regulating our members and making it hard to create jobs in this economy. So voters in Arkansas have an opportunity to send a message to Washington, D.C. And the fundamental choice is who's going to lead this American recovery. And will it be businesses like this and the members of the U.S. Chamber of Commerce, or will it be more top-down, Washington knows best, big government solutions that have mired our membership for the course of the last 6 or 7 years? And I believe that the voters in Arkansas have the clearest choice in America as it relates to who's going to help lead that American recovery. And I'm proud to stand with my friend Tom Cotton, and I'm honored that he's running. And we're honored to be here to endorse him, and I want to spend a couple of minutes and talk about his record and why we're here today in Little Rock. And I first want to start by recognizing his service to our country. Thank you for your service. And I want to talk about the plan and the record that Mr. Cotton has that's going to help lead us out of this stalemate and this malaise that we are currently in. Tom has been a champion for energy exploration in this country, and that means supporting the Keystone XL pipeline. It means pushing back against the Environmental Protection Agency, who is making it harder for our members to grow jobs. And it means valuing American energy exploration. It's the fastest way to create jobs in this country. He's voted for and he supports lower taxes. He has a plan to lower the debt in this country instead of passing it on to the next generation. He's consistently voted to lighten the regulatory burden. He opposes the Dodd-Frank bill that I referenced before, that's a massive overregulation of America's financial markets, and he opposes Obamacare, and he's done so consistently. We know that 50,000 plans in Arkansas are scheduled to be canceled, with 4,000 Arkansas seniors who can no longer enjoy their Medicare Advantage benefits. This bill could kill 34,000 jobs right here in Arkansas, and there's a reason why Congressman Cotton has earned a 92% rating with the Chamber of Commerce of the United States, and we appreciate that as well, Tom. His opponent, Mr. Pryor, has a 67% rating with the Chamber of Commerce of the United States. He voted for Dodd-Frank. He supported card check. And it's important to note that we endorsed Mr. Pryor in the last election when he ran in 2008. And Mr. Pryor has changed. And he supported Obamacare. He was a deciding vote for Obamacare. And during that vote, he said, and I'll quote, "It was the right vote and it was good for Arkansas." He also said that it wasn't killing jobs, but somehow Obamacare would be creating jobs, and we know that that's not true. We respect Mr. Pryor, we respect his service in the United States Senate, but it is time for change. And that's why I'm here today in Arkansas. And on behalf of the 300,000 members of the Chamber of Commerce of the United States, I'm proud to be here to support my friend Tom Cotton in his race for the United States Senate. Tom, congratulations.
Rob, it's great to have you in Little Rock in Arkansas. It's great to receive the endorsement of the Chamber of Commerce. I'm very proud of my 92% voting record with the Chamber, in contrast to Mark Pryor's record of voting with Barack Obama at 93% of the time. When I think about Chambers of Commerce, I think about jobs and opportunity for hardworking Arkansas families. And Senator Pryor has made it harder for those families to make ends meet. Just earlier this week, Senator Pryor said that he thinks a middle-class family in Arkansas makes $200,000 a year. It goes to show just how touchy it is with Arkansas's working families. In fact, a typical household in Arkansas makes about $40,000 a year. And that's declined under the Obama-Pryor economy the last 6 years by almost 5%. In fact, we've added 88,000 people with food stamp rolls, and we've only added 28,000 people to the full-time job roles. I think that's a terrible tragedy. And it's the policies that Mark Pryor supported in the Obama administration over the last 6 years that are contributing to that. Look at Obamacare. If you make $200,000 a year, you can probably afford premium doubling, or you can afford your deductible doubling, tripling, or even quadrupling. If you make $200,000 a year, you can probably help out your elderly parent who just saw Medicare Advantage plan being canceled. If you make $200,000 a year, you can probably afford to pay a little bit more in taxes. If you make $200,000 a year, you can probably afford to pay more in electricity, which is what we're going to be doing if the EPA gets its rule. Gets its way, and its rule goes forward that effectively bans the use of coal for electricity. Or you can afford to pay higher prices in gas, which have gone up over the last 6 years because the Obama administration won't act to untap the energy potential that we now know our country has. On issue after issue, Mark Pryor has supported the president 93% of the time. And he may not understand the impact that his policies have because he thinks the typical family in Arkansas makes $200,000 a year, when in fact they make 5 times less than that. And when you make $40,000 a year, or even less than that, you're not able to afford Obamacare. You can't afford higher prices for groceries or gas or electricity or health care. You can't keep paying more taxes. In fact, at the end of the week, you're counting the price tags, you put the groceries in the shopping cart for your kids. That's not the right way to Arkansas. What I want is an economy that's healthy and growing for everyone, where wages are rising, where hours are expanding, where people can move up the economic ladder of success. And the way we do that is through lower taxes, less and smarter regulation, repealing Obamacare and getting healthcare reform started, untapping our energy potential, and trusting Arkansans, individual Arkansans, families, businesses, and communities to know what's best for them, not trust Washington politicians and bureaucrats. That's what I think of when I think of the Chamber of Commerce, with all the work they do to help put people into good jobs right here in Arkansas, provide good quality services or products at lower prices, and give them more accessible to them. That's what I want to make sure that all Arkansas businesses can keep doing. And as your next United States Senator, that's exactly what I want to do. Rob, thank you again for coming to Arkansas.